This video is brought to you by Glide Gear. Check out their affordable camera equipment at glidegear.net. What's going on, everybody? My name is Tomas, and in this one I'm going to unbox and take a quick look at Glide Gear's DNA 5050 camera stabilizer. With the addition of my Sigma 18 to 35mm lens, I needed to upgrade from the SYL 3000. This is a camera stabilizer that is built to manage a variety of camera equipment in weights ranging from 2 to 7 pounds. As you notice right off the bat, when you open the case, you're presented with the instruction manual, some accessory nuts and bolts, the stabilizer head with quick release plate, the extendable straight arm with 3-axis gimbal, a carrying case strap, Glide Gear sticker, and the base, which is a 12-piece counterweight system that roughly weighs in at around 3¼ pounds. This camera stabilization system is constructed fairly decently considering the price. The head of the stabilization system includes a quick release plate, which is detachable by the 4 silver knobs that you see here. The telescoping mid arm with 3-axis gimbal is also constructed very well. There is not one piece of plastic on here except for the thumb screw nut down at the bottom. There was a problem with this during assembly. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. The base counterweighting system is also put together fairly decently without any wiggling parts or anything. It looks like Glide Gear did most of the assembly for you, because if you look in the instructions, it looks like this thing is completely disassembled, because you can do that if you need to. And you also notice that within the packaging there are some slots for weights and whatnot, but Glide Gear was kind enough to assemble this thing to almost completion before they ship it out to you. You're basically provided 3 main systems: the head, the telescoping arm, and the base. So like I said, this camera stabilizer is for your heavy duty equipment. You're going to want to read into the instructions, because this thing will take a while to set up if you haven't done it before. It's more of an art form when you're setting up a camera stabilizer. It took me roughly 30 to 45 minutes to get this thing completely balanced. One key thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that your camera is in the form in which you're going to shoot. So with that said, make sure there's no lens caps, make sure the battery is in place, card is inserted, and it's ready to rock and roll when you're balancing your system. There's another thing that you're going to want to consider. The quick release plate that's provided by the DNA 5050 is not so quick, so I would recommend that you invest in something like a Manfrotto 577. This system will allow you to quickly remove and replace your rig. For example's sake, some cameras have the card loader on the bottom. Most cameras are bottom loading battery packs as well. Just keep in mind that you're going to want to invest an additional piece of gear when you get this in hand. One complaint that I do have with this system is that the thumb knot didn't tighten down tight enough, so I had to replace it. Good thing I had a jib in-house. It was a similar nut configuration, so that solved the problem. I'm sure if you were to have this same issue and you contacted Glide Gear, they would be more than happy to send out a replacement. Their customer service is excellent. As you can see, the complete rig it looks really nice. But there's one caveat to this. It is extremely heavy. I consider myself rather fit, and running around with this thing made my arms tired. So just keep in mind that this is a hefty system for a hefty camera setup. So to test this, I went out to the park and I captured some footage with just handheld and with the DNA 5050. Handheld is really jerky, and I was trying hard to keep it as stable as possible. I tried to treat it as if I were trying to capture some professional footage. I was trying really hard to keep it stable. In addition to that, it takes some practice to master the art form of motion with a camera stabilizer, so don't be afraid to go out and practice. I'm still a novice at this, and you'll notice when I provide you some sample footage, because the stabilizer wobbles from side to side. A good way to do it is a 2-point connection system, to where you have the gimbal arm in one end and you're guiding the direction with your opposite hand. So for the quality of equipment that you get for the price, I would say I would highly recommend this piece of gear to anybody looking into stabilizing motion. The DNA 5050 comes in at $349 USD, which is extremely competitive compared to its competition. It is solidly constructed. Besides the one issue that was just a quick replacement of a thumb nut, I think I would recommend this to you. However, you have to keep in mind the weight of this thing. It will wear you out. It's not for long shooting sessions. So in the end, if you're looking for an affordable camera stabilizer, the Glide Gear DNA 5050 may just be the solution for you. Running at $349 USD, like I said, it is definitely worth the money that you pay for it. I'll include an annotation somewhere around here of where I shot a longer portion of video using the DNA 5050, and I'll also leave a link in the description of the video. Special thanks to Glide Gear for affording me the opportunity to take a closer look at the DNA 5050. Without their generosity, this video would not have been possible. Pricing and availability will be linked in the description as well, and if you shop through that link, it gives me a small kickback and it helps out the channel. And the channel being myself, I'm a one-man operation, and any kind of support that you guys can afford, I really appreciate it. So with that said, that about does it for me in this one. If you liked this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. I value your feedback, so feel free to comment and ask questions as well. After you're done liking, disliking, commenting, or sharing, go ahead and check out some of my other videos. In addition to that, check out my channel. If you like what you've seen here and what you've seen on my channel, you're more than welcome to subscribe. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Take care.